We're looking at indices in this video. In other words, that's exponentials or powers. So something like 3 squared would just mean 3 times itself, which gives you 9. 3 cubed is a similar process. It's just 3 times instead of 2 times. So it's 3 times 3 times 3. There's now 3 of them. And that would be 27 if you work it out. 3 to the 4, you do it 4 times. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. If you work that out, you get 81. Okay, now where it gets a bit funky is negative powers. So what this one would mean is minus 2 times minus 2, which is positive 4, because 2 negatives give you a positive. Just be really careful if you get it without the brackets, minus 2 squared. Well, really, it comes from the rules of bedmass. Now, when you first learned bedmass, you would have seen that that was subtraction, addition, timesing, and dividing, and these were brackets. And the E was probably always the weird one that was trickier to understand. These are exponents, or in other words, indices. So with this one, you did the brackets first, so you condensed the 2 into itself, and then you timesed it. So 2 negatives there. With this one, you've got to do the exponent first. So we leave the minus out the front, and we think of it like 2 squared. So that's minus 4. So be really careful here. Whether or not you have brackets determines whether or not you get plus 4 or minus 4 for the answer there. Okay, if we do minus 2 cubed, that is minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2, which is minus 8. So 3 negatives, that's an odd, that makes a negative. If it was even, it would be a positive. And here's an example of that. Minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2. All the numbers give you 16, and we get a positive because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's even, 4 negatives, so that's positive. All right, minus 1 to the power of 53. So this is going to be 53 minus sign, so that's an odd number, so we get negative, minus 1. And minus 1 to 53. So we sort of get 53 minuses here, and then we get 1 minus there, so that's 54. So it's positive because that's an even number. If we do something like this, we're going to get a negative and a negative, 3 of them there, and 5 of them there. That makes 10 negatives all up, so this would be positive 1 for the answer here.